Forgive the fact that my bed is messed up, alright? I was laying in my bed, finna go to sleep. Then I got a notification that the chapter's up. So we're gonna do it. It is chapter 1043, and it is titled We Die Together, which is fitting for what happens in the end. The cover page, it's just Oven, and I believe Brulee. They're taking the Vin Smokes back to Whole Cake Island. We don't give a fluff about that. Let's get into the chapter. I will say that there's supposed to be, I believe on Weekly Shonen Jump, supposed to be One Piece again, like across the banner of Viz, and so it's supposed to have something I believe titled Rivals. It has Blackbeard, Kid, Law, and I believe Kaido with Luffy on there as well. It looks great, but we're back where we left off. Kaido, he laid a blow in on Luffy, a decisive blow, and in the end, Luffy's defeated. I was a bit surprised by this. I was expecting Luffy to, take this and be like, dang, he's coming back. But we have Skull Dome victory. It's Kaido, King of the Beast. It's pretty saddening, but I'm pretty happy that this happened. I'm not even going to hold you guys because I feel like the raid was going too well. And so for this to happen, I'm pretty happy about that. Momonosuke talks about Luffy, his voice being gone. And then also there's the other CP0 agent with the long arms. He's back up. And the CP0 agent that messed and intervened with the fight. Kaido, he's like, what have you done? He was mad that he intervened with this. And he ends up killing him. Apparently, it looks like the CP0 agent gave up his life for this mission, which later in the chapter will really mean nothing, and let me explain a little bit later. Kaido has a lot of lines that I think are fitting, and I think he would be a great villain or the best villain in a lot of anime series out here, but Doflamingo is too freaking cold, man. Depending on Kaido's flashback, I don't even think he'll be the best villain in One Piece. I don't think he'll do enough. Kaido does have some good one-liners. He comes down with his blast breath, and he's talking about, alright, I won. I beat Straw Hat Luffy. He's dead. So you guys are going to be my slaves. He's like, hey, anybody with the will to fight, step forward. Right, run this smoke. He's like, I'm ready for it. Which I'm like, man, how strong is Kaido? Like, he took all this damage with the Scabbers, with the Supernova, with Yamato, with Luffy, and Kaido's still not done. And he was pulling Onigashima. Like, this is crazy how much durability and endurance this man has. Like, it's ridiculous. We see Law and Kid. They're like, man, Luffy, you couldn't do this. We took out Big Mom. Luffy, what the fluff are you doing? We're tired. Like they don't have nothing left. Chopper, he's crying. There's a lot of people reacting to Luffy losing because his voice went out. Everybody thinks he's dead, let's be honest. And Kaido, he handled his business. Luffy didn't. He got beat. So you would think that the morale is down, but people are still willing to fight, and people are still trying to go against Kaido. Kaido then talks about, hey, we're landing on the flower capital with no delay. Give up Momonosuke, the war will be over, and I'm gonna enslave you guys until you die. Then your children will die being slaves and work to death, and the women and children, all that. Kaido don't give a fluff. He just wants weapons of mass destruction at this point. There's the people who are still available. Marco, he protected some people from Kaido's blast breath. I believe Nekomamushi and Carrot, they're still trying to help people. Kawamatsu, they're trying to limit the casualties and trying to get everybody to get away from Kaido because they can't handle him. The only people who can handle him is Luffy, right? Everybody else is spent. Nobody else but Luffy. We think Luffy's gone. Sanji's been MIA ever since his fight. Zoro has fallen off of Onigashima. We don't know what the fluff is happening with him. So nobody can handle him. Long Kid are at their limits. And even though their crew is trash, right? Except for Killer and Beppo, he's cute. But like in terms of physical combat, Killer's the only one that can stand with the rest. I do like the fact that they're sitting up here trying to protect their captains with all the strength that they have, even though, well, they're weak. One thing I like from Kid and Law is talking about, man, even though they can't use their awakenings, probably can't use their devil fruits like that. They're spent, right? If they were to challenge Kaido right now, they're dead. But at the same time, Kid, he's like, man, Trafalgar, I'd rather die fighting than become a slave. Like, you're gonna have to kill me than rather be a slave. So I love that line. We switched to Momonosuke and Yamato. They talking about, Momo's like, man, I think we should yield to Kaido. He's like, I can't do nothing. Luffy lost, what am I gonna do? And Yamato was like, well, here's the thing, if you yield to Kaido, everybody's gonna be a slave anyway. You're gonna nothing will change if you yield to him and doing all this and all that. So she's like, hey, you gotta get it together and fight him. And Momonosuke's like, girl, you're crazy, I ain't fighting that ninja. And so Yamato's like, you don't want the people of Wano to be slaves till they die, so do what you think you should do and let's fight him. She says she'd rather die than be a slave, and I love that about her. That was a great interaction. Momonosuke, he's thinking about fighting her. But then we cut to kind of a flashback, or well, maybe not a flashback, but Momonosuke, he hears Zunisha, and Zunisha's like, Momonosuke, can you hear me? Or can you hear it? It's like, it's the sound of that I heard from 800 years ago, and it's Joy Boy. And we cut to a panel of Luffy. It looks like he's melting, or like steam is coming off of him. Something along those lines. Something is happening in Luffy. He's transforming into Joy Boy from 800 years ago. I don't know how to feel about that. We've always speculated Sanganika, Luffy, Joy Boy, all this, all that, Luffy the Chosen One. A lot of the issues that I've seen people have with Kishimoto and Naruto is how Naruto, the path to Hokage, being a ninja god, you know, the Jinchuriki, Sage of the Six Path modes, all of that was a big complaint. In terms, like, Ichigo, complaint from him. I don't want to spoil stuff for the Thousand Blood War arc, but Ichigo was broken because of genetics. And then Goku, Super Saiyan, you know, having the Saiyan heritage, it boosted him because Zenkai boosted all of that. And so Luffy, him having the Gum Gum fruit, we didn't think it was special. Who's Who talks about the Gum Gum fruit potentially being special. And that Luffy, we don't know his mother, but we know he's the son of Dragon. And a lot of the stuff that Luffy, he might be the reincarnation of Joy Boy. Well, after this chapter, it's confirmed that Luffy's the reincarnation of Joy Boy. And we thought that he paralleled Roger a lot, but maybe it's Joy Boy instead. And so I don't know how to feel about that, that Luffy, who we thought was somebody not special, and then all the luck that he's had going his way, and now that he's the reincarnation of Joy Boy. How do you guys feel about it, that Luffy, I guess you could say, is the reincarnation of a god? Because everybody looks up to Joy Boy, and he had some significance during the Void Century. So I don't know how to feel about it. It is what it is. But there's a break next week. I'm not surprised. I don't know what's in store for Luffy. If like him changing is because Joy Boy had the Devil Fruit, or like I don't know what it is. If it's an awakening, Gear 5th. Luffy looks weird. He looks different. It looks a little funny. I'm not even gonna hold you. He looks stupid. But I mean, hey, this is Oda, right? Oda's gonna wow us away with whatever happens. I give this chapter about a 7 out of 10. It was cool. Like the Kaido stuff was cool. Luffy losing was cool, and him transforming is cool. But I still don't know how I feel about him being the next Joy Boy, being Joy Boy. I think that'll probably be the next video where I talk about Luffy being like prophecy and all that. We'll discuss that. Maybe that'll probably go up Saturday or Sunday. I don't know, depending on how I'm feeling. Because I am going out of town in a little bit. Well, not out of town. I'm going back home, not bringing my PC with me. So I've been batch recording a lot of videos. As you can see, I'm a little bit tired. But thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you guys never miss out a new video from me. Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, and TikTok is on the screen in the description below. Thank you guys so much for watching. And don't forget to unleash your potential.